Well, howdy guys, it's Jim again with the PA Woodsman's channel. We're back out for overnight. We finally got some snow, about 11 inches, but with the wind and snow melt, with the will come periods of warmer temperature, we're down to about 7 or 8 now. There's a warm front coming through this week. It's supposed to melt it all off, so I decided to get out today while I can. I had plans on hot tenting it this weekend. The tent came from Ryan, Fitzpadock, and I tried to sew in the jack, found out the canvas was dry rotted, so put any tension on it, it just opened up like a zipper. So today I have that canvas tarp with me, and I put a stove jack in it, and I got this wood stove. We're just going to try that. That way too I can try out my weighty sleeping bag. So, well, I'm gonna get down the trail here, folks, so we can get set up. Got about 3 hours left of daylight. Got to set up and cut wood and everything. So, see ya down the trail. All right, guys, camp is set. Got my insulated air pad underneath. That thing's good for. It's way down. I can't remember how they rate those things, but it's for extreme cold weather underneath. And I have my insulated bed Agnes air pad, then my Army bivy, Gore-Tex bivy, and then inside that is my Wiggy's 0 degree mummy bag pillow. So yeah, how I have it set. Silver reflective tarp's gonna flop down whenever I close it up for the night. Trying to, there's going to be some air leakage. This was just so I could get out today and play and spend the night in the woods. So got it set up, and we're just waiting for the evening to come. Make myself some dinner, and I got myself the a magazine with me to read here later. They've been talking about it on Bushcraft USA, excuse me, and that's American Frontiersman. So I got myself some literature to entertain myself. Fire's going good. Got some wood there, some here. I'm gonna still cut some more. I'm getting a little bit of, I get the creosote. I got to get my temperature up just a little bit more than that. I lost my cover for it, unless it didn't have one. I just never noticed. So I would have liked to have another tarp to lay down here on the floor, but it's right in front of the fire anyhow. Outside it's 30 some degrees, and here it's 60. So there is a big difference from the heater, and that's with this wide open. So if I close this for a while, I bet you really gonna get nice and toasty, which I'm probably gonna drop while I go ahead and cut my wood. All right, guys, I'll text you after a bit. Already had the 2 deer jump up over here. A guy came through on his four-wheeler side by side, and I think he's what spooked them. So, all right, guys. 89 degrees, guys, and that was just from closing the tarp. I'm in the good burn zone now, so I should have just about enough wood. I'll just cut a little bit more because I'm not going to run the furnace the whole night, so just more or less for while I'm awake and in the morning and for cooking. So it'll be nicer when I get a real tent, have a cot and everything and etc. But for now, this will work. Well, melting some snow for some water for later. Still in the good burn zone. 78 degrees in here. You're not going to be able to see it from here, but I've popped the door open so get some hot air out of here. So, all right, guys, we'll chat. Working on my supper. Really ain't gonna see too well in here now, guys. I gotta get the fire going a little bit better. It's only 69 degrees in here, or 60. That's up top. A little chilly down below here. So if we stand up, you can feel the heat. But just gotta play around. My you ain't gonna be able to see the gauge anyhow. It's saying I need to work with the burn. So, all right, guys. I had a nice supper. Just heating the water up in the pot so I can clean it and gonna relax here. I'm not sure how well you're gonna see me, but we're here cuddled up in our Woody sleeping bag, nice and toasty. Fire's still going. We'll let it die out tonight. Get up in the morning, fire it up and have some coffee and some breakfast, and then once the stove cools down, I can tear down and head home and get ready to work for midnight. Oh joy. So, all right, guys, we'll be talking to you either through the midnight or in the morning, whichever comes first. Well, she's burning about 500 degrees in the burn zone. Don't want to get any higher than that. And saying it's 104 up in the ceiling. Oh boy. So, and I even got it cranked, so just as long as it doesn't turn red. Alright, good night. Well, you're not going to see a whole lot. I'm just laying here. It's 9 o'clock. In the sleeping bag. Oh, I banked it down. It got about 3 hours out of what I had, so I'm comfortable. The only thing is I'm keep rolling off this damn sleeping pad. Other than that, I'm nice and warm. I actually had to kick my socks off and my outside shirt. So I got up to take care of business and I restoked the fire. So I'll just lay here for a while until I get tired and fall asleep. Good morning. Oh, just started the fire in here. It's 36 degrees this morning inside here. The fire was lasting me anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours. I kept it going until probably about 11 o'clock, and I let it die out for the rest of the night. Nice bed of ashes this morning inside. This Wheatie bag did what it's supposed to do. It kept me nice and warm. until I haven't missed sleeping on the ground, guys. Only problem I had was this damn air mattress of mine. My big guy just kept sliding off the other mattress, and I kept off the side. But, good thing I didn't have the fireplace going all night. I could have, one time this morning I was all the way up against it. So the wood stove, that is. We got our water going, heating up here for coffee. We're just gonna have instant today. What I'll do is have my coffee, probably right when I'm done here with this video. I'll get up and mosey outside and tear down my buck saw and stuff, and pick up stuff I can pick up outside and have ready to put away whenever it's time, because then I'll let this cool off, burn out and cool down, and then I can get the hell out of here. What time is it? Another day. I have to find my watch. Fell out of my pocket. So, well, I'm going to do that before it gets ruined. So I'll be back to you guys after a bit. Coaching the fire along here so we can get our coffee. Didn't take long to heat up in here once it was going. So it was up in the 60s. So pull our tarp back here in a moment, let some of the heat stay in here. I'm just picking the stuff up as I go. Just sitting here enjoying my coffee. Eating the Pop-Tart. Got majority of the stuff picked up except the mats and the tarp and the stove, of course. So we'll let the stove burn down and get the ashes out of here, and then I can tear down. Eating a Pop-Tart for breakfast. I'm not really hungry. That's something, if you guys haven't already noticed, I managed to put all that weight back on. And the sad thing is, I'm not eating any more than I used to do. I'm eating actually less than I used to. But just damn carbs. 3 months carb free. Boom, lost all that weight. I'm going to try again. Just going to have to stay away from the breads, the potatoes, and pasta. It does me in all the time. So, let's see what does it to me. So, but, well, guys, I want to thank you for coming along. Joined my first ever hot tenting adventure. Or should I call it hot tarping adventure? Either way, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Learned a lot of lessons I got to do, and find a better sleeping arrangement. That's one thing. And I'll be looking forward to getting a tent down the road to have a little bit more maneuverability. Because this sitting like I'm sitting here is not very comfortable. So, alright guys, if I don't see you out on the trail again before we leave, I want to thank you always for watching the PA Woodsman's channel. And most of all, God bless. Thought this was a nice view with the ice formed around the creek. Opened wide there, and like a cut channel right through there, like an hourglass, you know. Thought that was nice. Just tearing down camp. All good things just come to. Well, the old mule just pulled this hill. A little bit of a bugger, but we put the Tula microspites on, so we had traction coming up the hill. So we'll just leave them on until we get out of here. So, had a great time. And once again, guys, thanks for joining me. We'll have to do it again sometime.